Peace and blessings, family. Sister Ajali. Before I get into curing the bedbug blues, I want to thank dear Sister Yonina Yisrael for sending me this photo. That's the package that I sent her soap in. And she stated, she says, I got my package. Wow, you sent it very fast. I truly appreciate you and it. Have a blessed evening, Sister Ajli. And oh, my sister Yonina, may you have a blessed evening, day. If you happen to listen to this, whatever time, you just made me so happy because actually it should be a given. When you order a service, and you're giving up your hard-earned money for whatever that service is, it should come with love and dedication, and that means getting it to you in a timely fashion. I haven't been up here too much over the past couple days simply because I've been making stock to make sure that as soon as you and anybody else orders from me, you get it within days. I realize that our success as a people, beyond just Dr. Z and myself, but our success as a people is guaranteed the more we love ourselves, the more we love being Black, because then we want to treat each other with the respect that we are so due, we so deserve, and that the whole friggin' planet has taught us is impossible to receive. So from packaging to the product, just wrapping the product, my Dr. Z. Dr. Z got a photo from one of his clients who sent a photo. Its packaging is so simple, so to the point, but it is stunning in his presentation also. But that's just the packaging when it comes to people who love you. The insides, what you are ordering the product to do, that is out the park exceptional. And that's the difference. That's the difference. When you love the people you are producing goods and services for, you're going to approach it with absolute honesty, absolute dedication. That's what any organization, any individual that we as Black people seek for the necessities of life, that's what they should be offering us. And all these corporations out here, headed by our enemy, are doing nothing of the sort. When you purchase goods from us, you're going to notice the difference immediately, from packaging to that real proof in the product. Love you, sister. Thank you so much. Now let's get to curing the bedbug blues. This scandal, usually I just pass by things because there's just too much. There's so much. I literally sometimes I'm not sure what I'm going to say, how I'm going to say it, because everything is connected. I could go on about these dudes with Fukushima too, but maybe I will, maybe I won't. I'll figure it out as I go along because there's no script with this. But the little pasty Pillsbury dough girl on the right hand bottom corner. Oh my goodness, Megan Hall is her name. I don't know the names of all the different persons, but like always, when you see these comparison photos of felons or just even mass murderers, you'll see the disparity when it's Black us who are involved. And I'm using that tenuously when it comes to the three Black like men up top. You can notice a pattern that who's not fired up in here? The white dudes fired over there. That is, I think, Jose or Lugo, Hispanic of whatever one of those countries, but he Hispanic. I'm sure they threw him in just so that it wouldn't look so obviously racist. He got fired. None of the white dudes. And the nympho got fired. First off, let me say, in calling out these 3 bedbugs, I am not equating all black men with dudes like this. No, not at all. Most black men would not want no pasty Pillsbury dough girl. Wouldn't want to get near her. However, there is a feature of masculinity, of manhood, that has been exaggerated and thereby influenced to come out even more amongst all men. But it's not as if this is not a nature of the man to be prolific when it comes to hooking up with female companions. On my channel, I'm not speaking about any of these perversions whatsoever, even though that does attach to this, because a lot of these folks called out, they had prior offenses that they had committed that went against an agreement they signed called a sexual harassment agreement when they became police officers, that they wouldn't engage in certain behavior. So that's why technically they were fired. But the 3 white dudes, they weren't, obviously. Like, white dudes don't engage in perversions all over the friggin' globe. When you look up sexual tourism, who you gonna see front and center but these guys, all right? So when you engage in these different perversions that white people practice far more massively than we do. I mean, that's just a fact. I'm not making it up, and I don't want to go into the details because I'm here about curing the bedbuck blues, which is when you attach yourself to the wildness of these dudes, because there were like group sex things going on with the Pillsbury dough girl. I know that they will infest us through their pornographic industry with all kinds of just distorted concepts of what a satisfying relationship is. And so that we wind up being, just prime potential victims of the gaslighting, so that it seems like it's flattering. It's flattering to a man to just check off all the notches on his belt of women he scored. And that has absolutely nothing. That goes beyond black and white, and how white people are dragging us into a level of depraved behavior that that's not our nature. That's why our families wind up falling apart to pieces, because there's no way to raise children in a committed, consistent environment, and you're practicing every single ridiculous just sexual addiction that there is out there, and you're making your own core life a chaos. That's when something is an addiction, is when it's destroying your life in a real visible effect. It's an addiction that you can't see the negative outcome, the results of, such as even something like abortion, where it's not attached to just nameless sex with somebody who you would not want to have a baby with. And granted, you could be in a long-term satisfying relationship, even a marriage, and babies can happen, even if you didn't plan for it, and you may not be fiscally sound enough to feel like you can handle another child. But in that situation, just bow down, submit, and do the very best that you can under the circumstances, because that baby in your womb, that wasn't their choice to have sex like that. So there are consequences to your actions that in this society of just trying to intensify the impulse behavior of full grown-ups who should know better, we wind up not thinking better for the long-term consequences, such as any black man, any black woman out there should know these people are on the hunt for us, and they're in charge. Even though they're two black sergeants up there, you do not control these police departments. I don't care. You are just, when they have police chiefs up there and they're black men, black women, they have gone through a gauntlet, a long gauntlet of brainwashing, so that they're really ostensibly white people. Everybody Biden has picked, every black woman Biden has picked, is just basically white people who will say and do whatever is necessary because they have successfully indoctrinated white people's concepts of what's successful. So they think having a big house is a sign of morality, but then in front of the public, they will get up there and lie, do whatever the hell it takes in order to keep their little doggy treats, their little crumbs off of masses' table. And so when, as a black man, you are sacred, you are the embodiment of the Creator himself. So for you not to know that your body is your temple, just as much as any woman's body is her temple, and so that you don't want just friggin' nymphomaniac trash touching you, and that being a good man is the highest value you could ever achieve in your life, no matter what's in your wallet. Can you imagine being that rich, that it doesn't matter what's in your wallet? You are the embodiment of God. Can you imagine the creator of everything being dallied by that chick on the bottom? Friggin' lemon face? Pastry girl? No, it just would never happen. Right? Now, all praise due to Allah. I mean, we can't even think of him. That's none of our affair. He said, I had no partners. I mean, I've got a partner. I need a partner. I need a man, and I need the man I have, Dr. Z. All right? But I'm just saying, in terms of knowing your own value, so that this whole enticement to become Shaft, where you never have the wealth of a family that recognizes you, that celebrates you in our home, no matter what happens. And we have good times, we have tough times. Dr. Z is celebrated, not because we feel like we have to, but because he earned it. He earned that celebration, so that even if he is nowhere around, I salute, I applaud that brother. Right? That's your value. All black men out there, even if you don't know it is, you have been given a smoke and mirrors whiteism lie that just giving a woman a 1 minute orgasm is the equivalent of giving her a reason to give you a standing ovation for your entire lives. How is that not proof of your majesty? Non-pa, right? Because that's how, and I don't mean just black men. All men, all men. This is something that I think in taking away men's masculinity, it has been easier because so many men have agreed to diminish your own self-respect. And so that you have whole nations like India, or Asian nations in general, European nations, they have red light districts where you just can walk by windows and see prostitutes gyrating. That's called the oldest industry out there. That doesn't make it right. It doesn't make it beneficial to civilization. There's a reason why it's not good for you, because it's not good for any of us. You are part of civilization too, and right now we are all being slathered with the filth of this era where I go to all kinds of places. People, not all kinds, I don't go to the racist ones outright, but they're all racist to some degree when it comes to white folks, any non-black folks. But they're all up there chatting, talking about how, it's just everything's falling apart. Everybody just is like so friggin' depressed. And I am just jumping for joy because the only thing that's being destroyed is the devil and all the lies that he's told. It is actually a feature of our exhaustion that we are looking at the current society and saying, oh, no. This is not what I was born to believe in. Right? So just stop it with the depression. Stop it with, I need to find some way to get my jollies off. And I understand, and I know this is the case, that Pillsbury Becky is a nymphomaniac. Because I'm sure the stories are getting out all over the place. I only looked into this but so much because I don't care. It's more about Black us healing from just being traumatized by these friggin' devils. And so I know the stories must have been out there, and she can't refute them. The fact that she just a straight up, I can't say the word on YouTube, but she a hose, okay? And so now she wants to just, no matter what, they're going to blame the black men. They're going to find their way. That's what they do. I have a fetish for black men. Where's this idea of the virginal Becky? That is an absolute bold-faced, non-historical lie that these women are just better than black women. When you look historically, oh my goodness, that whole thing with her running through the fields with her hair flowing in the back, that has been some serious gaslighting. They have been prostituting their white women to the whole world because the devil is losing. He has to throw out every single just myth about who they are as a people in order to keep folks vaguely interested in them. And so they want black men out. Oh, she thought I was a fetish. I could get my rocks off. Not with that devil girl. Not with her. Okay? And so no matter where they approach, you may even, I don't know if any of those dudes were even married. Right? Black wives, black children. But that whole idea that you just, I know that men have a higher libido than women in general. So you think that you're taking advantage of Becky, but no, not when stuff like this just blows up all over global headlines. I mean, this is being talked about in countries all over the world. And so this whole idea that she had a fetish for black men, no, it wasn't just black men up in there. And who got fired? Does that make the black men powerful because Becky wasn't satisfied with her pasty Brad? I mean, wow. But white people should love white people. White people should be able to look, because of their family origin, they should be able to look at each other, understand each other, and say, why would I want to be with anybody else? That is a disturbed female over there, as many of them are. All of them? I don't know. But if they're reaching outside of where they should, by nature, feel drawn to, yes, you're daggone tootin' right. I mean, even the order of this just montage or, series of photos. Becky comes first, even though she's the head of this friggin' just insane scandal. But then they put the Latino guy at the front of that. And then the black men. I mean, I don't know what the dude in the middle was meaning with that look on his face. It looks a little bit on the comical side given the scandal. But they put all the black men at the back. That is consistent with these people. I don't even know who put this meme together. But I'm just saying, that's the way they see us. That's not who we are. So, yeah, there you go. There's the lineup of a bunch of disturbed fools, even if the three black men just thought that they were taking advantage of her fetish. Even though I understand, and I believe it, she was pressuring them. I've not read, but I know I'm black. That's what I know is black people. And so brothers have shared with me that, you'll get on the elevator with one of these chicks and they will be going for it. You think that they fear black men? No. Black men are like, oh man, I gotta go through this again? No, I'm not interested. And that's all from my first husband to my husband now. All I know is black men who don't want anything to do with Becky. Not at all, not ever. Okay? So I'm just saying, brothers, you are sacred. You deserve to be the king of not only your own home, but of your whole destiny. And that ain't ever going to happen unless you value the divinity of your own flesh. I love you. I hope I haven't been offensive in any way, because that's not what I'm here for. I'm not here to offend us sisters nor our brothers. Straight black family pride is our map to forever. Peace and blessings.